My ringtone is Te Amo, but I've not heard it before. Shiver,
my text tone is Kim Possible, but because it's on silent, you never hear it.
I'm a classic man. You can be me when you look this clean, old-fashioned man. Yeah, baby, I'm a classic man.
Hello, welcome to episode 67 of the Classic Manny Show. It is your boy, your fave pop culture enthusiast. Today, I am joined with a return guest, actually. You are a return guest, but you're returning alone. It's our entertainment guru, honey, Ray. How are you doing, my love?
Very, very good. I was wondering how you were going to introduce me.
Listen.
I don't know why I call myself in it. So I'm just like, hey.
Do you know what it was? I'm happy you said that because I usually use people's bios as a way to know. But you put entertainment. What did you say again? You said something like along those lines. What do you put in your bio?
Entertainment, babe.
Yes.
But also unserious.
Yes.
Like,
I could say unserious now.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, like unserious in the sense of like, don't look at me for a place of like formal language.
Oh yeah,
seriousness. Like everything is just
everything's light-hearted, banterous.
It's all banterous. So like, I'm not a serious candidate at all.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I'm unserious, please.
I can relate to that. Let's make it light-hearted. Let's make it,
banter.
Banter.
I don't know how to explain that. I just say unserious because I'm like, just don't look at me for like, don't look at me for advice, but don't look at me to be like that serious candidate who's like, obviously I get my shit done, but like not. I don't know how to put it. I'm just not serious. I'm very unserious candidate.
I love it.
I love it.
My dear, enjoy. So the last time that you were here,
when was it? It was definitely 2021.
COVID was still around. We had to do it through Zoom, whatever,
It had to be 2021.
You were here with Clued Up podcast.
I was.
And a lot has happened since then. You are taking the industry by storm.
That's very weird to say.
You know, you are. You know what? I saw you for the first time at the little baby screen, isn't it?
Yes.
And I was just feeling so proud. Look at this in her element.
I know.
You know?
Oh, I was so stressed like that. But I was like, hi.
No, I know, but you looked amazing. You were doing amazing. I'm just so proud of you. So what do you do? What is Ray's role in the entertainment game?
It's very, very, very interesting question. Because I always love to say vibes queen. Only because, like, I mean it in the sense of, like, entertainment to me is very different to the way some other people would describe it. Because, like, entertainment for some people is, like, TV, comedy. And entertainment for a lot of people is, like, front-facing. So, do you know people that are, like, the comedians, the podcasters, the ones that are like, in terms, they're entertaining people. So for me, it's like almost like the behind the scenes of it. And I'm always like, with where I do it at my lovely workplace, Vamp.
Shout out to Vamp.
It's a new kind of branch of the business that it's still new. So it's still growing it. So it's almost like, to me, we're almost still figuring out, if that makes sense. So it's like, for us, it's obviously going to be hand in hand with influencers and content creators. Black specifically.
Come on.
So it's like, it's always that, and it's always like, how can we bridge the gap between the ones that facilitate entertainment and the people that we want to be there, if that makes sense. So what that means for me is like, maybe because we work with a lot of labels, we work like with a lot of studios or like film and TV companies. You can tell I don't know how to talk about it.
Oh, you're doing really good, by the way.
So it was like, how like, I would say we're the middleman between black influencer content creators and places like labels, places like podcasting, places like TV and digital platforms on like YouTube and stuff. And it's just like, because we're creative agency more than anything, it's more so there's no limit to what we do, if that makes sense. If you've got the piece for it, that's very important. If you've got the piece for it and you've got an idea and it's, you know, it's blackity black in some way, we kind of make it happen.
Blah, blah, blah.
So it was like, how I fit into it is almost, I don't know, because we just take it one day at a time.
Of course.
So it was like, if you asked me this time a year ago, I would have been like, I don't know. And the answer today is still, I don't know. We try a thing, basically. We try a thing, people trust us with the thing, and then we continue doing the thing. That's the way I put it.
I love that. So how did you get into that? Because were you doing it by the time we were here the last time? Were you doing that at the time?
I was, but I was still, like, that's the thing. When was it? That's a very good question.
Let me type in my name and we'll figure that out. Because
that will determine what I was doing.
Yeah, let me check quickly. If I type in Classic Manny Clued Up. Oh my God, the Young Carnival situation.
No!
I just remember we talked about that. That was August 2021.
Shut the hell up. It's been over a year. That changes everything. I wasn't even full-time then. I was part-time. So back then, I was an entertainment intern. So I was just like what interns do. You help out and you're just learning. Like, I didn't know. I think I was like my fourth maybe month in the industry, and I was still like learning the ropes of everything. So
Yeah.
that's completely different to now, boy. Now I feel like I've been here for time.
Yes.
Like not that it ages you, but a lot of time goes
Like you
by.
mature, you learn a lot of
Yeah,
it.
and you do a lot in that time
Yeah.
because we're so small.
Yeah.
You do so much. So back then, I was figuring it out. Now I'm a bit more like cemented. I feel like I know I'm doing a bit more.
Yeah.
Because that was back then I was an intern. Now I'm an exec. So it's like two.
I know that's right.
So it's like it's a big jump. It's a big jump. Yeah.
No, I love that. So Clued Up podcast.
Yes.
I miss y'all. Okay.
miss us too.
Where it at?
I miss us too.
Yeah.
Long story short, for the few people that did listen to us.
The lies.
No, it was.
Lies.
There was a good few. There's a good few, like, because you know what it is like for pop culture, like, unless you're talking about, not a lot of the time, unless you're talking about whatever mainstream at the time for us, which is a lot of the time is like drill and rap conversations.
Yeah.
It's not the same light, but nonetheless, the community is still wicked. Nonetheless, like it's sick.
It is. It is.
So we just don't have time. Like,
I get it.
with podcasts, like you'll know, it's very hands on.
Woo!
All podcasts, all your favorite podcasts, they have a massive team behind it. Like, without teams, like, in order for the talent to be able to live a life and not drown, having a tight team is necessary. And because we're independent, there's no one paying for it. You pay for it yourself. Cost of living comes into it.
Crassus.
You edit it yourself. You promote it yourself. Like, it's a full-time role. So it's like we started it in lockdown when we were at uni, so we had more time then. And then now we've all kind of blossomed into our own things.
I've seen.
We've all got 9 to 5s that are really 12 to 12
Adulting.
at times. Like, then there's adulting. So that's basically it. So like, if it will come back, who knows? Like, if it's meant to be, it will be in it. But I do miss pop culture. I do miss having like a space to talk about
I
it.
agree with that.
Just with your brethren as well. But it's just like, if it could have been just that, this makes the world different. But because everything else around it, it's like, it's a lot.
No, I understand, because like you said, being independent,
It's a lot of work.
it's no joke. It's no joke at all. But the reason why I loved your podcast, and I still love it now, even though, of course, when listen to the episodes, I love your podcast because it's unapologetically pop culture. Like, not holding back. Because you know what? People are like shy to say, oh, I love Taylor Swift. We're going to talk about it later on. Or I love Selena Gomez. Like, there's nothing to be shy about, because they actually have black fans. But people, like, your one was like, you owned it. And I love that about the podcast. We need that.
Yeah, you can't shame me about
at all. There's nothing to shame in the first place.
You cannot shame me, because I will be at, let's say, or something that's maybe worlds apart. I will happily go see, let's say, for example, I don't know, I'll happily go see Krypton Conan, and then I'll see Taylor Swift next day.
That's equal range.
Balance. Like, it's not, I never found it shameful. I know some people could feel like a bit embarrassing, but like, I think
nothing embarrassing. Like,
embarrassing, man. It's
even Taylor Swift, we're gonna get into later on. Like, just the artistry. Like, I respect it. I respect it, and I get
respect
it.
the grind, because she's where she is for a reason.
Honestly, no, I'm rooting for you and all that you're doing.
Thank
it's
you.
Like, I've never seen someone's roasted him like that. Like, it's you. It's like, as I said, seeing you sitting there giving out, was it like the money, right? The giving money. I just feel so proud.
Thank you.
So I wish you continuous success, growth, and all that good stuff.
Fun
there.
fact about that money. It was from Milton Keynes. Someone had to pick it up.
Jesus.
I think that morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was worth it, because
it definitely was.
We were scattered all over the.
My sister took it from me. She saw it. Like,
I'm still finding like bits of money. So we have some at the office, and I'm still finding random bits of money, like in my laptop case, my bag. Every time I do a clean up in my room, I still keep finding it. It's like confetti. It's not going anywhere.
It literally like confetti. Oh my goodness! But that doc, by the way, was really good. Like, I was not really familiar with Little Baby prior to that. I only knew him for like his features on like City Girls, Making Me Nice. You know, all these people. Of course, Making Me Nice. So I knew of him from that, but just getting to hear his story, like how he grew up, the struggles, even him being the successful artist of 2020, I believe, wasn't it? Right here in 2019. One of the years I was spun.
They said he had the biggest album of 2020
across all genres,
and I said it didn't reach me.
You know what? Get out right now.
No, but I didn't know. Like, that's how you know I'm so far removed from rap sometimes.
I was surprised, but it was nice to learn about him, and it made listen to his music as well. I like it. It's amazing.
Yeah, no, the story was very interesting. Like, when I watched it, I was like, raw. I didn't know nothing about him.
Yeah.
But I like when people have a story behind
Yes.
it.
You know what? I
love a
thought
good
it was
doc.
too early until I watched it. I was like, okay, it makes
Someone
sense.
else, they said that afterwards.
Yeah.
They said even though they watched it, they were like, they still feel like it's a bit
There was
too
a
early.
little bit more to give.
Yeah, but I always feel like with docs, you don't have to have the be all end all.
Yeah.
Like, it's the story of Lil Baby, sure, but that was the story of him now.
Yeah, it's true.
You can have another one
It was
again.
still inspiring though. Still
Yeah,
inspiring.
like
Just keep
you
on
used
going.
to say you're allowed one documentary. You could have 10.
Yeah.
You could be like the part 2, part 3, part 4. You know,
Exactly,
it's
I agree
calm.
with you on that. I think what I loved that I took from it was not allowing like being overlooked to stop you, because I think the Grammys snubbed him for the album,
Yeah, who
and
don't
then
they
his
snub
team
them?
was like, "Oh, don't perform whatever." I was like, "Listen, I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to be here."
It's
It was
true.
definitely very inspiring just
But
seeing
it's
that
like at the
part.
same time, who don't they snub? That's the problem. Like,
I'm dreading this next coming one.
I'm keeping my standards in hell.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Like, they always find a way to just, you see whatever's going on, and then you not just say, anyways, let's go that way. And it's like,
Listen, diversions
it
everywhere.
doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't know if it's they need to get the community together.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's too many people in the community. Like, I don't know what's wrong with it. But you always find just a way to snub, like, whatever's happening commercially, which I don't understand. Yeah,
I agree with you on that as well.
But maybe, I guess it's one of them ones where maybe until you're part of it, you don't know what it's like. But I'm going to hate from outside of the club.
Oh, same here. I'll be hitting from outside the club.
So I'll be there on December whenever
After
they
the
go,
academy.
Like, this list is piss, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I'll be there. I'll be there in forms, don't worry.
Before we go any further, where can the people find you? Let's put it at the beginning. I know there's some retention time, whatever. Where can they find you? Let's put it at the beginning as
If
well.
you want to,
you're going to? You are going to, guys.
If you want to, if you find me, you can find me on Instagram at Raymantics. That's probably the easiest way. Don't expect much. Don't honestly
Expect beauty, because that's what you're going to see there. Beauty. I know that's right.
Thank you, pish posh.
It's a pish posh. Pish posh.
Pish posh. Yeah, I'd say Instagram is probably the best place.
Yeah, no problem. That is fine.
That's very smart.
You see?
Because you know the girlies, they don't be retaining.
Yeah.
At the end, they just
I be looking at the number. I know.
No, you do.
So it's best.
That's how you know you're good at what you do.
Oh, I try
Because
small.
I know by the end of the podcast, my attention span definitely goes out the window.
Yeah. Same here. To be honest, same here. Because especially when I'm working, if I'm working, yeah, I'm going to be doing...
Yeah, and you're not going to be like, okay. Yeah, like, you're not going to do that. That makes sense.
Before we go into the song association, what's the latest releases, chair? We've got a long way to go. We'll get there. Before we go into the classic fave and the song association, I want to send my love and condolences to the family of Takeoff and Davido's son, Ifeanyi, who both passed away. I feel like hours apart.
Yeah.
It was very heartbreaking, like, to just witness. I didn't want it to be true when I saw these news coming out. I think I saw the Davido news first, then Takeoff's news.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts when you saw?
What I don't like about stuff like that is it's the speculation beforehand. Will they, won't they, has this, has that. It's like, it's almost so mad how, like, there's always that part before is so unsettling until something is finally confirmed.
Oh my God.
And I wish we could live in a time where, like, we wouldn't have that part and you just get the confirmed bit.
From the
because,
family,
like, it's not nice for anybody, for the family, for anyone associated to be seeing XYZ. And
I
almost
agree.
like you're treating someone's death like a piece of hot gossip.
Yeah.
And it's really not.
Yeah.
So, and it was like, it's mad, which is, it's a shame because, like, there was uncovering stories and there's, like, videos being posted and pictures being posted. And I was like, nah, that's not it, man. Like, it's not funny. It's someone's life.
Not
like,
at all.
It's very, very, very peak. But it was very sad. And
Very.
it was so sad for both stories because they were both such tragic stories as
Yeah.
well. Because once you heard, like, I guess, what happened in Takeoff's case, him being shot and then
Drowning.
him being drowned. It was like there's such tragic stories.
Yeah.
And it was like, what the hell was happening in the world, kind of thing. But it was so sad, man.
Yeah, I think us having to witness it on socials as well. I feel like you said, uncertainty, and I feel like there was a lot of insensitivity. The right insensitivity.
Yes,
yeah, I thought I said it right. I mean, sometimes hearing it.
Honestly, I don't
Yeah, so it was just bad. People, especially certain communities were like, oh God, especially when it came to Ifeanyi's passing, they're like, oh, we need to do No, don't be doing that.
You don't need to do anything. Because nothing.
Just send your love and keep it pushing.
And keep it respectful, keep it pushing.
Yeah.
And I saw a really, really, really stupid tweet that was like, Davido, you need to speak up, blah blah blah.
Oh, I saw that
tweet.
That
was
pissed me
like,
off.
you need to for context. It basically said, you need to you need to come out and make a statement. It's been a few days now, and then, like, people need to know what's going on, and then you can request for privacy. And it was like, who does he need to make a statement for?
It's just the audacity,
Like,
the
what's wrong with
entitlement. It's sickness.
Yeah, and it was like, who's he going to statement for?
And who are you?
Exactly.
Who are you?
Because if you're telling me that he needs to make a statement for you, then nobody that he's
like what would it do for your life when you get nothing?
Nothing. Because all you want now is to like access to somebody in a way when they're like, what's wrong with you?
At the lowest point of their life.
They're grieving, and you want them to make a statement. What is wrong with you?
Ridiculous.
Like the entitlement was like, I've seen audacity, but I've never seen audacity like that before.
New heights, new levels.
Mad.
Disgusting.
And that's also what was like unfortunate about the whole thing. It was like almost people were being insensitive about it, and this conversation. At the end of the day, 2 people died.
They're gone.
So like, what's all this discourse for?
Yeah. I agree with you 100%. I feel like what broke my heart as well. I think with Takeoff's one, it was a thing where it's like we've witnessed the rise, of course with Raindrop, Dropped Out. You know that one? We've witnessed since then till now how they've created a whole lane, they created a new sound or whatever. Like, it's just heartbreaking. Very heartbreaking. I think I was very young, like this 2 years older than me, 28 years old.
And also like Takeoff was always the quiet one.
Yeah. Minding his business.
And that apparently, like, that's what he was doing.
Yes, even in that situation.
Minding his business.
Yeah.
And he still got caught in crossfire.
Yeah.
And it's such a shame, man, because it's like we're losing so much talent to such, like, senseless violence.
Senseless, yeah.
And it was like, I guess, what was it, over dice? Or like some form of gambling.
Make me go joke.
Honestly, dice. Like, some form of gambling. It's such a shame, because now we've lost such a great talent. It was something so senseless.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. It's sad, man.
But once again, sending our love to the families of Takeoff and Davido's son Ifeanyi as well. It's not easy, but listen, our love. That's all we can do. Send our love and our prayers.
I hope whatever had happened in Davido's case, it won't change anything. But hope they get some form of justice because for a child to drown, there's got to be something linked to that.
I agree.
I hope whatever, like it won't change anything. But I hope they get some sort of justice because somebody needs to go to prison.
It's true. Gonna go to jail, honey. Somebody go to jail. Yeah.
Because what on earth?
Yeah. I heard that a few people got arrested relate to that as well. So let's see what happens from there. But yeah, let us go into the song association. Yeah. We're gonna pick 5 words each, and we have to sing a song that has the word in it. I finally said that thingy right because every time I introduce that segment, I always stutter. So thank God.
Oh, like the L.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know what it is about that? Like the L version,
yeah.
I always act like I do better than them.
Okay.
But I know I can't.
Now the pressure is going to be worse because you've got it. Okay. So do you want to go first?
You go first.
Okay, I didn't pick my words. Can you imagine? Anyway, I'm going to go to my playlist and just pick at random. Okay. Rude.
Come here, rude boy, can you get it? Come here, rude boy, got you big enough. Take it, favorite.
Hey. That is 1 point. Okay, next word, girl.
I'm gonna do it again. How it goes? Cause you don't make me feel like I'm the only girl in the world. Like I'm the only one that you'll ever love.
That's a banger. Okay, you're doing well. Next word, you.
This is the One Direction one. If you know it. It goes, you and I.
Oh,
we will never
banger.
be like them. Something
like
that
song's actually
we
beautiful.
We can make it through the end.
Come on. Like that. Okay, that's 3 out of 3 so far. Okay, 2 more words. Ready.
If you're ready, come and get it.
That is a bop.
I already heard it last night. I'm not gonna lie, the way she appropriated was insane. Woo.
But we did like about some Selena here. We saw about her before we started, isn't it? So that's 4 out of 4. God, you're probably gonna be the first one to get 5 out of 5.
Okay.
The last word. God, we'll make it a little bit harder. Back. That's not even hard.
Back. There's another One Direction one that in my head, but I'm trying not to do that one. No, I'm just gonna do it. It's a song called Back to You, but I always forget how it goes. It was like
you gotta sing it, honey.
I'll be coming back to you, back to you, back to you, something like that.
Then that's 5 out of 5. No, I feel the first guest to get 5 out of 5.
God, thank you.
God, okay, now it's your turn to give me 5 words.
Okay, I'm not gonna make it easy. First word, green.
If you want to, you got the green light.
Okay.
Oh, no, that's right.
Whistle.
You blow my whistle, baby, let me know. How did I think on that?
That's a dirty song.
What is when I realized the meaning behind the song? I said, okay, dirty.
Higher.
You want to push my vocals? You take me higher, higher than I've ever been.
Do you know what I thought you were gonna sing? Do you know the Saturday songs? I'm gonna lift it higher.
That's a banger. You know the pop bangers.
I do.
Come on.
Okay, let me make this easy one. And
I'm telling you, I'm not going.
Okay. Close.
Oh. Close. Wait. Oh, jeez.
Is there a time limit? Because you're not an L.
Yeah, then there's a time limit, child.
Give you 10 seconds.
Close. Oh. It's CLOSE.
Yes. There's no other way.
But I think there's another person. I'm going to say Close to You by Rihanna, but that's close. As in like close, and not close and close at all.
And that's fine.
To be close to you.
Yeah, to be fair, I didn't think about the other way.
Yeah, I might be. How do I spell the word? I was trying to think how do I spell both words again.
No, I was gonna say.
So we've got 5 points. Okay, let's do a. Is that what you call it? What do you call that thing where you do like an extra to see who's gonna win?
I'm a tiebreaker.
See, the English was not working for me.
It's calm. Don't worry.
Okay, the last. Oh, that's easy. About.
And I know how I feel.
That was the song that I
you.
That was the song I was looking at. Okay, your turn.
Oh crap! Okay, we need someone to lose here.
Yes.
Table.
Oh. Okay. I think this is how I'm going to lose. Jesus wept. Table.
It's only because there's one there.
I feel like I shouldn't. I can't think of any.
Got it. I have one for you, but I'll tell you after.
Oh, she's so wicked.
Someone got a win. Sorry.
Table. I know something about turning the tables, like flipping it. No, it's gone. It's gone. What was it?
You could have done that. Should I give up or should I keep on? That's not the words.
That's chasing pavements. You see your life. You see your life. Adele.
I was really gonna say, should I give up or
should I just keep turning tables? Come on, remix. That's the remix. The remix.
Wow, I'm sorry, I don't have one for you, but
you know what? I'm happy to let you win this one. You did that.
I made up that lyric. It's really changed.
I did that the last episode as well. I did that with When I See You.
What did you say?
I see a picture on the window. I said okay, but then I saw the picture on my mirror or stuff like that. A mess.
But you know what it is? You have to almost be wrong and strong.
Yeah.
I was actually gonna say turning tables with chest, and then it hit me, and then I was like, no.
I like not me home. Okay, you won that. That's fair.
Thank you.
And well done. You did that.
Thank you.
We're now gonna go into the classic fave.
Yes.
And you chose Taylor Swift's album Red. Are you picking the Taylor's version or are you picking the original? I know that, of course, the original, she has to make money off that. So which one are you going to be focusing on?
The re-record.
Go ahead and do that, my lovey. So what made you want to pick that as your classic fave? I have a different choice.
I know. Basically, because I don't know when she released that. She released that at some point this year. Mm-hmm. But when I was listening to it again and hearing her like adult voice.
Yeah.
Not that she was a small girl.
Of course.
But like she's a woman.
Yeah, she's a grown woman now. Her
she's
name.
not even a big woman. Let me not say that. She's like only 31.
Yeah.
But I re-listened to it, and in my head it was like it reminded me of her pen at such a young age.
Yeah.
Hearing it, it's almost sweeter now that she did it again. And I was listening to it, and it was like, you know when tracks take you back.
Yeah.
It took me right back to year 8, boy, when I was going to HMV to buy it.
Yes.
And, like, it was during that time where you remember, I don't know if you remember, but Westwood used to do this thing where they get someone to turn on the lights.
Oh my God!
Yes. I don't know why they got whole celebs to do one thing.
I remember Ren did 2012 because of the unapologetic era. She did that one. She had the blue and grey stripe outfit. I remember this.
Like that.
I remember that.
She did it. No, I remember Rihanna did it in my Westwood in 2010.
She did it twice. Yeah, red
so
hair.
The year after that was when. Look at me. I got the memo 10 years later.
Come on.
2011 was Justin Bieber, and then 2012 was Taylor Swift. So I remember we took our sorry asses to Westwood, God knows where, to go and watch
Not the sorry asses.
No, honestly, because it was before school.
Yes.
That says
Oh, you were committed like me, child. I'm committed to the
I
game.
was committed.
I agree.
Snuck out my yard, went to go camp out with my school uniform.
Yeah.
At like 3-4 in the morning, and then went straight to school.
Yeah.
And then she did like 2 or 3 songs, but I have no recollection of it.
I'm crying.
I didn't have a phone back then. So you know, it wasn't my friend was recording, but she had a BlackBerry. So God knows.
Oh yeah, it's gone now.
Who knows? All I have is the memory and maybe the Facebook status I posted.
Of course.
But I remember. So that was the whole time, and it was like, it was weird. She was only like 22 at the time.
Very
but
young.
She felt like back then, like she was 30 already. I don't know. Just hearing it now, I was like, no, she's sick at what she does, man.
I have to agree.
So it just took me back, and it's just so good. Like it's such a good album.
You know, I'm sorry that you brought up her for this classic face segment, because I even saw her new album Midnights. Is it Midnight or Midnights with SZA? Midnights. She is the first woman to occupy the full top 10 of the Hot 100, and there's no males in it, if that makes sense. So that's amazing. Like, she's breaking records even till this day.
She is. There's almost it's almost bittersweet, because I've seen the criticism surrounding it.
With the album or her?
With the fact that she preoccupied the top 10, because it was like, obviously that's an amazing feat, yeah. And to this day, if you're pulling more than 1 million copies first week, it's pretty much
crazy.
It's unheard of now.
Yeah.
But some of the stands were saying that it's illegitimate in their eyes, because she had like 18 versions of this album.
So people want to go get every single version.
That's what I said, because they were like, it's a bit inauthentic, because you know the stands are obviously buying up 20 copies. But I was like, my thing is, I get it, because it's technically one person buying 20 copies. It's not 20 people buying the copy.
All the stands need to step their boozy and pussy up.
It's true.
Okay.
Let me pussy up. I said, guys, what my point is, do you know what it means to still have
that
people,
loyalty in this 2022?
Because like people can come and people can go.
Absolutely.
And if you're getting people to buy 20 copies of the same album, the game's the game.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, it's ridiculous.
And
like,
even if you took, let's say everyone bought 1 copy, I'm still sure the final result would have still been, maybe not
crazy
the whole top
numbers.
10, but the numbers would have still been mad.
Yeah. And the thing that it still took people buying it. It's not like robots went to go buy it. People went to go buy it. Everyone, they don't have 2 heads. They don't have 2 heads. I call Swifties.
Yes.
I just guessed it. That was a lucky guess.
Right.
The Swifties.
I feel like you maybe heard it at one point growing up.
Yeah,
And it's just stayed
maybe
there.
it's stuck here, because the Swifties don't have 2 heads. They all have the same 2 legs or the same ability to go in and buy it, and purchase it the same way.
It's what it is.
Yeah, you know what? Growing up, I was a Taylor Swift hater. And I'll tell you why.
Not a hater.
I will tell you why, because she was everywhere.
Yeah.
All the awards, she was grabbing it with both hands and legs, child. And it was getting jarring. But you know what? As I've gotten older, I've gotten it. I get it. Like, the way she writes her music, and like, I feel just her, even how she's evolved sonically over the years of the albums, is amazing to see. Like, my favorite album is 1989. So 1989, right? Is that the right name? Hold on. Yeah, 1989. I was wrong. 1989. That album, I feel like you can hear the maturity on it as well. I feel like Wildest Dream. Say you remember me,
Staring in a nice dress, staring at the sunset, babe.
Such a beautiful song. What?
What else is there? That's the reason why I'm called Romantics.
Is it? Get into the story.
Because there's a song on there called New Romantics. So you know how I'm on Twitter, I'm New Romantics. It's just a play on that. Someone asked me, they were like, "Is that are you a romantic person?" I said, "Absolutely not. It's Taylor Swift." So what? Baby, this is the Taylor Swift lyric. None of that nonsense, please.
No, I love her. I love what she's done. I need to listen to Midnight though. I need to give it a listen. But just her journey so far, I get it. People are trying to say like white privilege. I feel like they have it by default. But in her case, she's done the work.
And
she's done the work as well.
She's done the work, and she's also like, she makes people feel a certain way. And
absolutely.
And I understand when people are like, she's not that special of an artist, because maybe to you she's not popping and locking on stage. And I get it.
Good night.
Like, but you know what I mean?
Well, she tries to.
But we don't need her to do that. I promise. We don't need that. It's absolutely fine. But like, she invokes emotion in people, and she evokes a lot of emotion in a lot of people.
Yes.
So if you do that,
Yeah.
So and somebody was like, okay, cool, she's a good songwriter. I'm like, but do you know what it means to be a good songwriter? It means you have the pen that make people cry instantly.
Yes, yeah.
If you have that, that's something special.
I agree.
And that's why she is who she is.
Yeah.
If there's someone else who can do the same thing, then I don't know if they'll be as big as her. Obviously, white privilege.
Yes, of course.
But she is something special.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I have to
But
agree.
that being said, if 1989 is your favorite, I would say, because with this album, it's on the poppier side, because you know she took a little detour. Yeah. You know, with Folklore Evermore, like we went somewhere else a little bit.
Yeah.
This one, it's gone back to the pop side, but it's not the kind of pop in 1989, or maybe it will when it
Maybe like a more mature pop.
Yeah, it's like very. I found this one quite safe. Maybe I need to give it another good listen, but I found it very safe.
Okay.
And you'll see what I mean when you listen to
I'll
it.
give it a listen and I'll come back to you with my thoughts, child. So what are your favourite songs on Red?
It has to be the beginning. In the beginning, like the way she track listed it was actually.
I'm so sick. You said in the beginning.
In the beginning, like
listen, we get it. We see each other.
Honestly, let me show you. Whoops. Copyright. Woo, they're gonna come for you. So like even the way it starts, like the first like 6 tracks. So it starts with State of Grace, and then it goes into Red.
I love the title track, by the way. The title track. Amazing.
I think Red is my favorite.
That's my favorite as well. When I was gonna play it,
like them little guitars when they begin.
Red
Like,
is red. Oh,
like what's that even mean? But
yeah,
who knows what it
but
means?
I just sing along, honey.
sing
Sometimes
along.
it's the feel, not even just what they say, but it's the feel.
Yeah.
It's a very cute song.
That
I feel like
Red and
I feel like a
Come
child. I
Back
listen to
Here.
it. Let me see. Of course, I Knew Where Trouble Was. I feel like the start of her change as well, which I love
And
too.
she was so young.
Yes. Yeah, I do. I love it. But it's a very long album. A very, very long
But
album.
people did listen to that kind of stuff back then, because
Yeah.
I took my Sorry Ass to H&B. I bought it. I bought the CD. I mean, I don't know where it is now, but like you plug it in.
I'm
There's nothing
finished.
else I did. Like I had time, so you put it in the little CD player.
I got time, cause
Yeah, I had time. I played. I listened through and through. Like it did what it needed to do.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't relate to any of it,
of
but
course,
I
we're
loved it.
young
Yeah.
and experienced love. Yeah, you know.
not the one that she was talking about evil. Like sis was heartbroken.
And you know what? She has been through it emotionally for a long time.
time.
And you know what? I wish her peace. Because you know what? I remember they're artists, but they're also humans at the same time. So I do wish that she gets what she deserves in this life.
I mean, right now she's been with her babes for a few years.
Is
now.
it? How long?
I think it's like 5 years.
Okay. You know what? Continue having what you deserve, my dear. Continue having in that case, continue.
I think they're calm.
I love that. My favorite songs on 1989 are Style, of course. I love the Wizkid, was another single as well.
Really?
I think, you know what? That one is catchy as hell. I didn't like it again at the time because of the film, but when I played it again recently, I was like, yeah, it's nostalgic. I think that's what it was for me. Bad Bloods reminded me of when she performed with Nicki. I know they had a situation and they squashed
the
it.
night is still young. Oh, I remember that.
So
That was so fake.
wait, okay.
Come on now. That was so
but you know what? I'm happy that they tried. Cause I feel like it was not a good look, especially for Nicki at the time. So I'm happy that they're still able
Funny
to.
enough, Nicki did that back then. But now when you're fighting everybody, you don't want to make a move.
But I think she understands the power that Taylor had and still has. To be honest, look at
That's
the numbers now.
very true.
Because I feel like messing with
It's very true. It's not good. It's not looking good. Not against the white
it's
blondes.
too much. It's too
And
much.
the one blondes with blue eyes. You don't stand a chance, babe. You don't stand a chance.
What else do I love? I love, of course, Wildest Dream. That's some of her best songs. I said like vocal delivery, even the ads towards the end, the writing.
So good.
I love it. I also love This Love and I Know Places. Those ones when I played that, I was like, okay.
It's very interesting. You sound like, you like the more like, not the songs they were in kind of more of a minor key, like the more darker ones.
Yeah, I do.
Yes.
I love dramatic music. That's my vibe.
Because those songs are so
I'm a Cancer.
dramatic. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, it's quite on the darker side.
Yeah, I do love it. No, I love songs that even if I can't relate to it, I can at least feel what they're singing. I was even telling Bella the other day, like, I love Hotels, even though I can't relate to Hotels at all. But I can hear the emotion, I can understand what they're feeling, that makes sense. So, yeah, I love
It makes
that.
sense. No, my favourite on those ones, obviously, New Romantic. I almost said New Romantic.
Okay, come on, Brandon.
New Romantics. And there's something else on there. No, that's just number one for me. I can't explain it. It's just so
I
good.
understand. No,
It's
but
so
I
good.
really respect her arts history. I think it takes people having to, because people talk about arts history without actually going to do the homework.
Yeah.
So do the homework, give her music a listen. I even saw a friend of mine, Michael, talk about her music as well and talk about her art history. So I love that.
Yeah.
I love that people are.
One song I don't like on, I think it has to be Bad Blood.
Oh, I love that song.
Do you know what it is? I like the remix of Kendrick Lamar, but I like Kendrick's verse on it, and that's it. Like
Finish.
it's very much like I get the whole message behind it.
That's a workout song.
It was it was a bun new moment to Katy Perry, and I'm just like I'm not with it. Like I'm not with it.
I'm so done. But that is our thoughts on Miss Taylor Swift. So, latest releases. We're going to start off with Lift Me Up. What are your thoughts on Rihanna's single for the Wakanda Forever soundtrack?
I haven't saved it, but like I heard it like in passing quite a few times because I've heard it being played out loud, and like it's beautiful for what it is. Like
I agree with you on that.
it's
100%.
part of the soundtrack,
Yeah.
and it's a great moment for the soundtrack. And like I don't know why everyone. I don't know what people expected basically.
You know what? They were expecting her to do for the SNS Circle music to a Chadwick Boseman tribute. They wanted to for the SNS Circle.
But if she had done that,
The outrage.
you would have eaten her up. So I don't get it.
For me, when I listened to it, of course I knew before it came out that Thames was going to be behind the song, whatever. I instantly heard the Thames influence. I think with Rihanna as well, I feel like she does embody the vocals and whatever of the people that are behind her songs. For example, like Diamonds, Sia wrote it, and you can hear Sia's influence. Esther Dean with S&M, for example, done a lot of Rihanna songs, but S&M specifically. Read the demo and you hear the original, the demo and Rihanna's version. Yeah.
The demo of Britney's.
Which one?
S&M.
The S&M, she was on the remix, isn't it?
On a remix, but who was
So Esther Dean was the one that did the demo. Yeah, so she's I love. I saw her on the podcast before. One of the best to do it. I love our pop thing, like Katy Perry's music, all that kind of stuff. She's behind it, so like songwriting, all that kind of stuff. So, so she does sound like the people that contribute to her music, but she still gives us the Rihanna spin. And I feel like I was confused at the reaction because we've always said that Thames and Rihanna are quite similar, both vocally and sonically, and even personality wise.
One of Rihanna's inspirations.
Yeah.
So like, if
so it's bound to happen.
Someone's pulling from someone. Like it's very normal. But I think why the discourse happened was because we had got nothing from Rihanna for so long.
Yes.
So if you give people a crowd,
which was very fair. I got that part, which was very fair. Yeah.
Like you wait so long, you almost set yourself up with that pressure. So like. That's probably
Where is the second song though? Because they said it was 2 songs.
I heard allegedly there was supposed to be something on the 4th. It is now.
It's not the 5th.
It's the 5th.
It's the 5th. As of when we're recording this, it's the 5th.
So
what?
Maybe they scrapped the idea because I heard rumors about her comeback.
Yeah.
For time.
Yeah.
About it being on the 28th, but no rumors about it being part of BP.
Yeah.
So now it's like, girl, as long as you release something before the Super Bowl, then that's fine.
I feel like she will. Is it February next year?
Yeah. Because then it's like, what's the point of doing the Super Bowl if you're just going to leave us again for another 10 years? That's just mean. Like, not one piece of new music. Come on.
Oh gosh, but I do like Lift Me Up. I like it for, like you said, for what it is.
Yeah.
It's going to be in the closing credits, I believe, of Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. So yeah, I like it for what it is. People were saying that this is she sounds more like vocally mature. I had to disagree because she sounded like this for a while. Like if you listen to her previous soundtracks, like the one she did for Star Trek, Sledgehammer, then she did for Home soundtrack, she did Towards the Sun, as well as You and Me, and Dancing in the Dark. She has that kind of vocals there as well on those songs as well. I don't think it's her best soundtrack, to be honest. Her best soundtrack for me, as well as You and Me, Sledgehammer, Towards the Sun, are my top 3. What about you, if you've heard the soundtracks before?
I've not heard many, I'm not gonna lie, because even now, when you think I've gotten so used to Rihanna not doing music, you almost forget.
That's the problem.
Music.
Yes.
So now I'm even like, what have you done? Like,
yeah.
But she has sounded like this
for a hot minute. Yes.
So, like, this has been Rihanna's voice. I
can't lie. Sometimes I see some people's takes on Rihanna. I'm like, I don't think you are a real Rihanna listener, and that's fair. But just say that.
Yeah.
You know, that makes sense.
Like, don't be a critic of something you don't know. It's okay.
I think that's the thing, and I said a lot on Twitter. Something like, I can tell you don't listen to the person's music. If you did, you know,
because she sounds similar to me. Like I heard the whole thing, and I was like, I hear the Thames-esque of it, but that's just the style of singing.
Yeah.
She sounded like that for a minute.
Yeah, I think for me, my favorite part of the song is towards the end where she does like the ad libs.
Yeah.
Whatever. I feel like there's like I think the song itself is like a build up. It's even the harmonies. It starts off with like the higher harmony and lower harmony, and then it comes together. Yeah, I love the build up of the song. The build up of it is very cute. Yeah. So I like it. It's
maybe
not.
Excited for like the whole thing. I think the whole soundtrack's out now.
I need to play that. I need to listen to it actually.
So it made me excited to hear like the whole thing.
Yeah, I agree. Same here. I agree with you. Before we go into the next release, I have to address this because I know I'm a Rihanna lover. But unfortunately, Johnny Depp he's going to be a part of the Savage X Fenty Volume 4 show.
Why?
Listen, I am a Rihanna lover. I've loved her for over a decade. As in, Chris Brown had me blocked, Karuchi, Sierra, they all had me blocked because I was a stan and I was terrorizing them.
To be blocked, you're a real stan.
On my old account, not on this new.
No. But even then, I almost like in my stan days, that was almost like an accomplishment.
Yeah.
Get blocked.
Why? Because I was loyal to this babe, but this one I can't support her.
But what's he gonna do?
I said this man is ugly, first of all. Secondly, no, inside and outside. Secondly,
What's he modeling?
The piece, I think there's a screenshot of what he's wearing. I was like,
They've done the show, they haven't.
They've done the show. It's going to come out next week. I think the 11th, I believe. I'm disappointed because it's just wrong.
What's the need?
What is the need? Like, it doesn't even fit the vibe of the show. First of all, secondly, the case just happened a few months ago.
Yeah, and
We've
also,
seen
if you
things
needed
develop.
a man, there wasn't anyone else.
Like, they've got Winston Duke. That fine man. They've got Damson Idris. They've got, like, you had enough. Like, no.
Could have got Shade of Street. You could have got any other white man.
Like, I'm just disappointed. Like, wrong is wrong, and in this case, it's wrong.
It's out of touch. Like, regardless of whatever the facts may be, we don't know at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, the timing.
It's so wrong. I think it's the timing more than anything, because I think more has come out since the case ended that doesn't really paint him in a good light. And I feel like we've known him in previous history to not be the best person in life, you know.
This case is not even like it was something small. It's a big deal. So why would you even want to touch that? Like, no. I don't understand.
But as a fan, I've got to be honest, she is not above making such rookie mistakes like that. I'm going to be honest, because I think there was one time where she was hanging out with R. Kelly, and we've been new this case. It was like a couple of years ago. Let's say about nearly 10 years ago.
That's what have always been the
facts. So when I heard this rumor, I was like, I can't put it past, and lo and behold, it is what it was. But as a fan, I'm disappointed. But yeah, I told her accountable. Because I'm now mature. I'm not 15 anymore where I'm going to be like, oh, she wasn't at fault, she's at fault. This one, she's at fault. And it's just not
like, you're grown, too grown. Age does not play a factor here at all.
It's ridiculous.
That's such a shame.
Yeah, but that's our thoughts on Lift Me Up, as well as the controversy with the whole Savage X Fenty Volume 4 show. Next up, we've got a song that I was crying about last episode because it was not out at the time. But SZA's finally dropped Shirts. What are your thoughts on Shirts?
I don't understand why, like, it took almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Because, like, you waited so long that I'm not gonna lie. The more she kept talking about it, the more I lost interest.
Yeah, because it feel like it was dangling in our face.
Yeah, and it was giving like the girl who cried wolf. So it was just like unless the song is gonna change my life, don't hold it hostage like this. Because when I heard the full thing, I was like, okay, moment done. You know what I mean? Like, I hate when people prolong momentum by
that's my pet peeve.
It's so annoying because it's like we also have attention spans of peanuts now. We don't care. Like, I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. So like, the song came out and I was like, I'm glad you did it. But in true SZA fashion, I'm like, it doesn't do anything for me because I know there's nothing else after this. So it's almost just like the lack of consistency is just it makes you lose interest. She's just so lucky that her first album is so good that I wept tears at Wireless. Even though
I had people crying about the summer answers and they were crying for them.
No. Like, Wireless did something special, and I don't think Wireless even knew what they did. Because like,
even from watching from the outside, I can agree with
so
that.
they had Meg, they had SZA, they had all the R&B girls, they had her. And then to end the night, SZA really gave. Do you know what? SZA didn't just stand there; she gave us a show. She gave us choreo, and then she did all the songs that you never thought you'd hear before. So like, when I heard, like, my favorite on the album is Prom, innit? So when I heard her do Prom, I said,
we see each
other. So like, you're so lucky. But other than that, stop doing this. Please.
I was saying the same thing as well in the previous episode when I was complaining. I was like, she knows her privilege. She's in a privileged position where she knows that she has demand. The fans are going to wait, you know. Yeah, but I feel like you don't want to take advantage like that because you don't want to be known as the unreliable artist. I think that is a rookie mistake.
It's cute for the first one, but it's like,
not
forever, please. Sis. But Shot was like, it was good. Like, it was what I expected it, and I'm glad I have the full thing now.
Yes.
But I'm not gonna lie, I wanted it more then. Like, you know when it was all over TikTok and everyone was doing the whole like choreography. I wanted it then. Like, I'm glad it's out now, but it's like, oh, thanks.
Like that hype it had on TikTok is now gone. Yeah, I agree. I think for me, I love the song or the final song that we got because we got an extended version of the chorus. I think she changed the last one from thirsty to thirsty. And then also I love the fact we got a bridge. Because you know these artists these days don't give us bridges.
No one likes bridges these days. They just
I'm happy.
They like to go back to the chorus and say,
done, finito. The visual was chaotic as fuck, but in true SZA fashion.
As it should be.
Like it was just okay.
I don't know what's going on here, but sure.
And then she teased another song called, I believe it's gonna be called Blind, which I know we're gonna get from 2024.
I was gonna say, let's guess. Let's guess.
2024.
Get it.
2024.
I think, okay, so start teasing it early 2021, we're almost in 2023. So you're right. We are gonna get it definitely after Christmas 2023.
Yeah. Because I cut that song. I didn't want to even admit that I liked it. Cause I knew that if I admitted it, I'm going to be crying for it as well.
You know what it is? We
but
have
it's
to start.
so good.
We need to start ignoring SZA now.
Yeah.
Like as a collective,
we're at the middle.
come together. Stop asking her for music. Stop asking her for releases. Stop asking her to drop anything. Because the more you ask her to drop something, the less likely she's going to do it.
Yeah.
So we all, as a nation, as a collective,
just keep him.
Ignore her.
Yeah.
In fact, start cussing her.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? What's it called? Reverse psychology. Start cussing her.
Yes, I agree.
Because I remember I saw Bisola. I remember she tweeted like about J Huss. She was like, "We just need to start cussing J Huss. Otherwise, he's never gonna give us the music."
I don't want to cuss him. Man, you gonna come beat me up. I don't want to know that.
This is a can't get me. It's fine.
This is another country, honey.
Maybe.
No, but I like the song. I just love her voice. I love the artistry. I love her pen as well. But I just needed to be guided and just don't play with our hearts like that.
It's not funny anymore.
It's manipulation at this point. I'm gonna scream all the words, but such a noir, everything.
All of it.
Listen,
every
homophobia. Let's put that in it as well.
Slur,
listen,
every, way to kind of cuss on my
yes,
there.
Yeah, honestly, but love her. I'll come to get the album whenever we do get it, child.
So, what did I say? Stop asking for the album.
Oh yeah,
the album.
Okay, bought the album. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah.
We don't care.
Next single, Wizkid's Money and Love. What were your thoughts on this song?
I kind of don't have any because I didn't hear it.
Okay, even if you didn't hear, that's fine.
No, basically, I saw it in the email. Yeah. And I was like, I didn't even know this came out.
Do you know what? I'm happy. Okay, let's get to it. Because yesterday, someone asked on Twitter, why is his album not out? 'Cause I think the original date was the 4th of November.
It's supposed to be November, no?
4th of November, as in yesterday. And I told her...
Again, it is the 5th.
5th. But you know what it was? I think he postponed it to next week because of the passing of Davido's child. But I said at the same time too, I think it was smart for them to postpone it because no one even knew it was going to come out the day before. Money and Love, I prefer it over Bad to Me, if I'm being honest with you.
Bad to Me was like...
a little bit out of his comfort zone, which I can give to him. It's out of his comfort zone, but I like it when he stays in his sonic lane, if that makes sense. I feel like...
And the sonic lane that he's made for himself now.
Yes.
We know
because Money and Love is very much Made in Lagos Part 2. But it's still a vibe. It's still not... I love Money and Love. So I feel like the album's going to be called something similar. What's the album? Hold on. The album is called More Love, Less Ego. But yeah, I love the song. It's a vibe. But I feel like the promo for this era has not been the best.
Yeah.
I feel like, again, he's another one that's in a privileged position where it's like he doesn't need that much. But I think people need to have awareness. You know what? I take it back. I feel like, regardless of how big you are as an artist, still give us a promo run. Give us the rollout. Yeah.
No one needs to say like your rollout needs to be blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But, you know, we all have our own lives.
Yeah.
Let me at least know something's coming out.
Yeah.
Because
I
if
agree.
the album had come out yesterday, I would not have known.
That's the problem.
Like, I would have seen it on Twitter, but you know, I did know was out. But we'll go into that later, but I knew that that project was out. So, like, just tell us. Yeah. That's it.
I agree with you on that 100%. But I love me some Wizkid. I'm loving his growth, his lane that he created for himself, as I mentioned. But yeah, that's Wizkid. Next up, we've got Chloe and Latto for the Night. What are your thoughts on For the Night? I know we've got opposing views, I think.
Basically, yeah. I understand. Before I go...
I know.
Sorry, the mic is here. I like the song because it's almost like... I actually love Chloe. I've deeped it.
I love Chloe as well, yeah.
I've not disliked anything she's put out. Is it the same caliber?
Solo and as a duo or just...
Obviously, I will always prefer the duo because like... This music is just fun. Like Chloe's just doing a thing to me. Like I understand people might not understand why she does what she does. Is she a bit extra sometimes? Sure, but this is just fun solo music. Maybe she's taking it seriously, but I don't see it as like serious music, because you know Chloe and Halle are more as a duo. It's a bit more serious. It's a bit
you're gonna
like,
get the vocals, everything.
they got the vocals, a bit more of a production, there's a message behind it. This is just Chloe doing a thing and telling her story. So for the night, for me, it was just that. Yeah, like it was. I think it's the most. I think it's my second favorite out of the things that she's dropped. I do wish that she wasn't taking so long to give her the
but
album.
it seems like it's like a label issue that's going on right now, isn't it?
Because she said that there's no Chloe and Halle project until this comes out. So I need
this. This is a threat.
This is a threat.
Oh no!
That's what she said.
Hey.
I was like, give me the album.
Oh yeah, you know what, Chloe? Hey, your team, drop it tomorrow. Drop it,
please.
Drop it.
I will do the promo for you. Let us have the new Chloe and Halle. But like, it makes sense because obviously, like Halle's gonna be busy with like the Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid.
But like, I really like it. Latto's verse was as perfectly timed as it needed to be. Not too long, not too short. Nice and sweet. But yes,
what's in a choke?
Go on, Em.
Okay.
What you gonna say?
Where do I begin? Let's start with the song itself. So the song itself, I love the hook. The hook, I love it. Where I have a common issue with Chloe is the verses. I don't like the pen in the verses. The pen game in the verses. I think her pen game is a bit weak with the verses every time. I think that's an issue with Have Mercy. With the Laffy Taffy.
Really? I loved it.
That Laffy Taffy thing made me want to itch my skin.
Laffy Taffy, this so good. Introduce me
That's
to
what we call traumazine. It's traumatizing to me. My favorite release from her. You know what? Sonically, as in like the production, I think the production for me is this probably her best.
100%.
And then Surprise will follow right after that. Even Treat Me, I think I love this the production of Treat Me. But I think as she's going on, it's getting better. I will say this, it's getting better sonically. But I don't think even her actress is a problem. I like her action. I feel like if you look at Beyonce, how she started, Beyonce was doing bang, 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 bang,
was roaring at some point.
Popping it.
She was instruments at some point, so we get it.
I remember that you were talking about. Was it Green Light as well? Was that Green Light?
Probably.
I think so. But yeah, I like her extraness. I feel like my thing is just more so balance.
I understand.
The balance of the extraness. Because we be extra, but I want the songs to also match it. You know, I don't think it's matching it. I feel like, is she better than the song that she's making? I would say so. She's better than the song that she's making.
Yeah.
But like you said, I get up your point in terms of it's fun for her. If she loves it, I like it. That's my point.
That's the
if
thing.
she loves
that's
it,
why I
will support her in ministry.
I'm not going to say any of the, like, remember, I didn't mention any point about her.
Yeah.
I never said the lyrics move me.
Yeah.
I didn't say it evokes any emotion whatsoever.
Because
it's the, like you said, like, you know, introduce me to his pappy. What's that going to do for me? Nothing.
Oh, that line.
You know, how does what's the other one after that?
You know, you go, bro, try to end on me.
It's just it's just sometimes you just don't need like.
And do you know what my thing is as well? If her goal is to the mic, sorry. If her goal is to make these songs last I don't think it's going to last. I think I forget her songs very quickly. Yeah. And it leaves my playlist very quickly as well.
I feel like maybe with whatever project she comes out, maybe we'll see that more.
Maybe like it will tie together more.
Yeah, maybe the pen will come out then. Because at the end of the day,
I pray so.
Her and Halle have pen involved on their project, so it's gonna come out at some point. I just think she's just being fun and it gets the girlies talking. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's part of the. I was talking to a friend where they were like, "You've got Beyonce in your camp, you know, like this is what we're getting with Beyonce under your way." Okay.
Well, I'm sure Beyonce approves of something. So you know,
if they like it, I love it. But
I know where to go to if I need to be moved. I know where to go to for pens. So I don't go to Chloe for that. So that's like, I just enjoy it. And once you kind of remove that, trust me, it's just a bop.
I track it up for me. I also love bubblegum music. I love bubblegum music. I love even songs that don't make sense. Like, I don't, even different language, I don't even mind. But I just feel like even the feel, do I feel something that doesn't tell me? Like, even if, not for as in the emotions, but even like say a heavy emotion, I'm talking about even just like, I feel light, I feel free, I feel up in the clouds, I feel like, I don't know what I feel when I listen to Chloe's music.
Remove the idea, remove the idea of being like moved by her pen. Trust me.
Not just the pen. I'm talking about even the overall songs. You know, but you know what? I'm gonna give her music another try.
Give it in a miss.
Because treat me, grew on me. Treat me. I said treat me. Treat me. Jesus Christ. Treat me.
I love
grew
that
on
one.
me.
Treat me like a treat me. And do you know what it is? I know all of these songs go off live.
Yeah. Can't treat
off
me.
live.
That it was a BT performance. I did it for me.
Yeah.
Because what? It was amazing.
That's why I can't wait for this one.
Nah, I hope we get performance for that one. We've got 2 more releases to talk about. I Spice, Bikini Bottom. What are your thoughts on the song?
How can I lose when I'm
Already
already chose?
Like
How can I lose?
No,
And
I love it.
if the party not lit, then why would I go?
That line, that's money.
Honestly,
that is Emmanuel.
that is
in
me
a
to a
line.
T, because why would I go?
What am I get a nice outfit to go and do what?
To go get £50 cab home, why would
Let's
I
get into
go?
that. Before we get any further, the price of cab. Hey,
Yeah.
no, cost of living crisis. Need to have mercy on us because what's going on here?
That's why,
£50.
that's why I just don't leave anymore. Like, if I know something's going to be past night tube hours, why would I go?
Yeah, it's true.
Why
I have
would
to
I
agree
go?
with you on that because honestly, it's too expensive.
Too expensive. And if no one's going back to the ends with me, why would I go? Because no one's going to split.
Yeah, it's true. I agree with you 100%. But what again? Your thoughts on I Spice and this new
She's
song?
just fun. Do you know what I
I
mean?
agree with you on that.
She's fun. I just like the girlies are coming and they're doing a thing, and I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Does it move me again? No. But I feel like because she did a Genius video, and
Yes.
she broke down some of the lyrics,
Yeah.
and a lot of things went over my head.
Yeah.
The girlie is spitting.
I noticed with this song. This
She's
song, I
spitting.
said, wait. Even her, I can hear, even though the production is not really serious, I hear her being, of course, the whole
SpongeBob
SpongeBob, you know? I still see that she wants to be taken seriously, even in her delivery
Yeah.
on this song. I thought I probably prefer it with a Munch. Munch was good for what it was, like a viral song,
Yeah.
her introduction to the world or whatever. I love it for that reason. But this one, I think that's the first song that's going to my playlist from her.
Yeah.
I like this a lot.
It made
Like
the cut. I saved
yeah.
it. It made the cut.
Yeah.
No, she's just fun. But I didn't know that like she was as popular as she was, because you know in the video, you watched the video.
Is it one where she was going in and people were chasing after her like Michael Jackson?
Yes, the girls were screaming, Spice. I said, wow.
I love it so
Really
much.
I love that for her.
I love it for her too.
Yeah.
Honestly, no, I'm rooting for her. And you know what? I think I was confused at first when it came to her. That's why I never even spoke about Munch on the podcast. I was trying to figure out what is her sound. Is she a
'cause
one
she
hit
did kinda come out
wonder?
of nowhere.
Yeah.
So it was like, whoop. I Spice.
I couldn't tell. Was she? Is her image her, or is it meant to be like a trolling? Everything. I was confused about everything. But when I was going to know her more, I'm like, okay, everything is tying together. It's making sense.
It's making
So
sense.
yeah, I love that. The last one I got to listen to this one, but Babyface's album "Girls Night Out." Did you get to listen to that?
I did not. This has been a bad week for listening.
I don't blame you, child. But this one I've been talking about in the last episode, but I forgot. So I thought, let me just squeeze it in this episode. So this album is for the girls, honey, because all the features are women, of course, Girls Night Out. So it's female artists that are killing it right now. And I love Babyface a lot because that man is just gifted. Like, he's given us a lot of the classics, honey. And I was very intrigued to know how would he be able to work with the modern R&B
Modern day,
artists.
yeah.
And he did that so well because even on certain songs, or majority of the songs, he's also on it as well. He's giving us his vocals. And he gives me like CB at times, Chris Brown. Like, I love it. My favourite songs, funny enough, are Liquor with Ari Lennox. I say funny enough because of Queen Naija. I know people don't like Queen Naija like that.
Why do you say that, Curtin?
Because of her past colorist tweet.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Sorry. I'm not gonna lie, people are so problematic. I be forgetting when.
Yeah, I feel like it's just a lot, and I feel like maybe her rebound might have worked. For you to ask yourself what happened again, that means
worked, yeah.
her rebound has worked. But the ones that I loved were, like I said, Liquor with Ari Lennox, Keep On Falling with LMA. I love that song a lot.
LMA's voice.
Love
What a
it.
treasure. We lost her to America, but
But I still claim her child. Listen, she's ours forever.
ours.
As I mentioned, Game Over with Queen Naija, Tiana Major 9. First of all, shout out to you. I know that something happened a while ago. We love you. You are so talented.
Honestly.
Your voice.
like butter.
Woo.
Beautiful.
The way she came in on this song, Say Less. Oh, she said say less indeed, honey. She came in hard on this track. And one of my favorite songs, like one of my top 3 favorites on the album. Her voice is just amazing. We've also got Baby Tate. I think this is the song that made me actually go and listen to her mixtape, Manny Peddy. The song's called Don't Even Think About It. They performed it on one of the Jimmy Fallon show. Jimmy Fallon or Kimmel, one of the two. I don't know who.
One of the Jimmys.
Yeah, one of the Jimmys. You know, I love that. Jimmys, you know, Ghanaian. That's an insult. It's an insult in Ghana. You know,
What do you mean?
Jimmy means like fool or like stupid. I don't know, fool or stupid.
Crazy.
It's a Jimmy. Yeah, that's it. One of the Jimmys. Yeah, one of the stupids. Another song. Oh God, the two songs I want to talk as well. One good thing with Amare. Oh, what a song. I don't know how he was able to make it work, because this is leaning more into the Afrobeat side. How he was able to make it work, crazy. Like, because Babyface is more of an R&B artist, isn't it? So shocking. The last track is Girls Night Out, the title track featuring Doechii. What a way to end the album. It's fun. It's a fun
really sold it
album.
to me.
I was let down by Kehlani's track.
No.
And, you know, I'm a Bailani stan. I feel like Bailani has given... I can't call him Bailani. Kehlani has given us better features. Even the one she did with Amorphous.
That really hurts my heart.
Yeah, like for me, maybe...
You know me, I love some Bailani.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. 'Cause I think for me, I think it was a thing of... It didn't progress. It was just a very flat song vocally. That's my issue with the song. Coco Jones...
Interesting.
I was going to say this. I'm still trying to figure out if I like Coco Jones' sound.
That's very
Because
interesting.
she can sing.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of positive things on.
I have as well, so I didn't want to get flogged.
Yeah.
So I like her voice,
Yeah.
but does she make music that I love? Does she make music that makes me want to book it down or even sing along, whatever?
No, really.
No, not yet. And I think there's one song that I like on the project actually. Hold on, but it gives me her vibe. Let me get it. Coco Jones, beautiful artwork, by the way. Beautiful artwork. What I didn't
Beautiful
tell
girl.
you. Beautiful girl. So No Chaser, that is the song on the EP. That EP, No Chaser should have been the single from Coco Jones era, whatever. But stunning artwork, give me classic R&B for real. But yeah, give the album a listen. Do you as well? Also listeners too. Give the album a listen. But that is all for the latest releases. Let us know your thoughts in the hashtag TCM show.
Another release that I actually listened to was that song Telfie by Maya.
Oh! Get into it.
Maya
Bad
something.
bit. I'm in the fraction.
Fashion.
No.
Even the way
Get into it. No, I'm
the
so
way
happy.
she sampled what's it called?
Cisco.
Yes, thong song.
Thong song.
Oh, there's gorgeous violins. I just you just gotta love music that makes you go, oh, that is a song that I've been banging out.
I played in the office on Wednesday.
I need to do that. I'm yet to do
And
it.
I wanted to jump on that table. I even tweeted that. I was like, I wanted to jump on the table so bad. No, that dress look because I'm in it. No, I love her so much. Like, I'm really interested.
Like, it sounds a bit demo-y at times.
Yes.
But that's how I love about
Yeah,
it.
you know what? It's
'Cause
raw. It's raw.
I believe you because it's not polished.
Yeah, I agree with you on that 100%. I love that. I'm happy you mentioned it. Speaking of, are there any songs that you want to shout out that you've discovered recently?
It's a very good question. Fairness elsewhere. But obviously, I know you've definitely spoken about this. Anything flow.
Flow. You know what? We've found a way to mention them in every episode since they come out.
it?
I have mentioned them like 10 times. You know, I ain't mad at it. I will keep on mentioning them.
See, and you haven't even mentioned them today. And it's made its way.
Listen, they find their way in every episode,
do.
honestly. But yeah, I agree with that.
I've
Flow.
been banging them out a lot recently. Flow, they're just babies like. They
And the
are,
actual darlings as well.
They
Actual
are.
darlings, like
They are,
super,
like, they're
super
so
sweet.
sweet and so cute.
Yeah.
And like they to me are what I wanted Fifth Harmony to be growing up.
You know what? My last guest said the same thing.
Who's your last guest?
It was Afama Andrea. Yeah.
You got her noggin on.
Yeah.
Because I thought, honestly, like I knew Little Mix were always the more powerful group.
Yeah,
and they
yes,
were the more
absolutely,
talented group.
absolutely.
However, my ego just couldn't accept that because I was like, I loved Little Mix so much, but I couldn't accept that Fifth Harmony were lesser than. I was like, no, like these girls are it. I promise you. And then like you look back now because you know how they trend every now and again.
Yes.
With like a video of them performing or something like that, and you just see how much of a mess they really were. It breaks my
Fashions, vocals, everyone just far apart.
choreography.
Listen, the Money was the only one that had rhythm.
The Manny was the only one listening to the beat and sticking to the cues. She's, you know when they say 5, 6, 7, 8, the Manny's the only one that goes.
Yeah, but some people start at 5, someone start at 6, 7.
Someone started at
Everyone
10.
is doing what?
Someone else started at
They're
11.
leaving behind.
Oh no!
No, I agree with you on that.
They were a social experiment. Yeah,
Yes.
I Flow is what I thought they were, but they clearly weren't. That's why I'm like I can appreciate Flow so much now. 'Cause
so
I was like,
much.
the girlies get to see something.
They've done the work.
Cohesive.
Yeah.
And they've done the work, and they sound good, and they look good, and I guess that goes nicely into.
Yes. I'm finished. But before we get into that though, because I've got a few discoveries I want to shout out. The first one is Amber Mark, What It Is. Go into it.
I love that song so much.
I discovered it on Twitter.
How long
on Tuesday.
No way. I'm so
and
sorry.
I discovered it. No, because I didn't even see a name on the tweet. I just saw the clip of it, like she's spinning around in the visualizer. So I said, oh, let me click on it and see what everyone's talking about. Because the caption was the best song of the year. I was like, that's very bold. That's a very bold thing to say. So I said, let me go and play it. I said, let me go and play it. I said, what? I shared it everywhere. I shared it on Instagram. I shared it on TikTok. I said, hello, the world needs to know. Because why am I just finding out about her?
I haven't done my job then, because I have been raving about that song for so long, to the point where one of my colleagues is now a stan of it, because she saw how much. To be fair, that was different. I was playing it in the office also.
Yeah.
So I clearly I'm sorry, Amber. I have not done my job, because
I'm finished.
It should have at least reached you.
No, what a song! I couldn't believe it.
Listen to the album.
No, you know what? I've been told I'm gonna do it either tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna be editing tomorrow. When I'm not editing, when I finish anything,
there's
that's
no
my
rush,
reward.
because I'm sorry to break it to you, but if you haven't heard of this song yet and you live in London, you just missed her tour.
Huh?
Yeah.
When was it?
Like last month.
Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna melt down.
I'm sorry. It was like a month ago.
No, but no, she's amazing.
And she did that song, and like
that song makes me want to just be held. You know, it's just the vibe, the production, the electric
long
guitar.
As hell, but I love it.
You know what? And I feel like we're in a time where we're only getting 2-minute songs, so the song didn't work. It just gets better and better as it just goes to different dimensions. Oh. No, honestly, I love the song so much, but that's one of them.
Special girl.
Yeah. Second one, No Worries and Her, Where I Go. It's meant to be spoken about last week, or last episode I should say, but they didn't have enough time. But that song is amazing. I feel like I've not really connected with her in a hot minute now. So this was the first time I feel like, oh yeah, Her's back. You know, I like the song. So No Worries is Anderson .Paak and Knowledge. I think that's their duo group. So I love that. And the last one, it's not a discovery, but a song that grew on me with time. Breon Ways, That Girl. Been that girl.
Did they have to grow on you?
It was an instant favourite. That was one of the few songs that it took me a while to understand. I think it was the structure of the song that I was confused at first. But I think when I played in the shower one time, I'm like, dum, 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 dum. I said, wait, I said, what? Because you know,
wait a minute.
I said, dum, 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 dum. The one is going to win. No,
the shopper's going crazy.
Yeah. I think for me, sometimes playing a song in the shower, like after a while, I get a different experience. I'm like, okay.
I think what did it for me, it was like there was a teaser she put out, and it's like it's a 6-shot where like her,
yeah,
it's just her head.
Like
I love stuff like that. Like I'm a sucker.
Nah, she is a superstar.
Like music that's like quite like it's cunty, it's whatever.
Yes.
It got me.
Yeah. I agree.
You ain't gotta do much.
I agree.
But that reminds me, there is a release that I did want to shout out. It's an old song, but it's now a remix. K-Trap Warm remix, but now has Skepta in it.
I think I saw this over there. Yes.
So, like the song came out early last year, but it did like a resurgence again earlier this year, and like I think it finally charted, like somewhat recently, and then he got Big Skeppy on the remix, which was a huge deal.
Yeah,
and he was in there with his like he's got trad clothing on, and it's a big moment for K-Trap. Like that's so sick that you got Skeppy out of the house.
That's amazing.
You're never doing anything for nobody, so crazy.
No, I love that. And then that's it. I think that's all for my discoveries actually. Like honestly, so proud of these art. Like this us are giving us music that we can love, enjoy. I feel like we're in times where music are not slapping like before. So when we can have music like this, we've got to grab with both hands and legs, chair. You know?
You gotta give everybody their flowers.
Yeah. So we're gonna go into the trending topics. And we're gonna start off with Flow because we mentioned them a few minutes ago. Flow were on the cover, or are on the cover I should say, of Essence. Wait. Essence GU magazine, sorry, because a different thing, whatever.
Different cover, yeah.
So I think there was a virtual one, like it was like a moving one, and it was like a standard print cover. And on the standard print cover, I think it was quite. Well, I didn't notice it at first myself, but I think the fans pointed out that everyone's complexion was the same. So what were your thoughts when you saw that? Actually,
I was the same at first because I scrolled through it so quickly.
I was in the office.
It was so heavily edited to the point where like I didn't notice the complexion was edited. I just thought the actual images were edited.
Yeah.
Like it was almost that like that wet look here.
Yes.
That wet look where it's like everyone looks kind of chiseled. There's like that bronze look.
Yeah.
So I didn't even deep the complexion at parts, but I deeped. This is heavily edited. Period.
Yeah.
Because it was like, whoa, like this is a. But then when I saw the comment and I looked again, I was like, hang on a minute. Everyone is Georgia's colour.
In 2022.
I feel like even they've definitely edited Georgia then, because like she's not exactly the normal colour she is. So they've all picked the tone and said you all must be one. And it's like, that. Why would you do that?
In 2022.
Like that doesn't even do anything. They're such beautiful girls.
Yeah.
That doesn't. What does that do? I don't get it. Like, what does it do?
It's ridiculous. I feel like I said, 2022, we're still having this issue.
Yeah.
I don't think they addressed it directly, but I can tell that it really affected them. The fans came together. They went to go and find their emails at Essence. They're like, why? And I feel like they don't deserve that. They don't need that.
That is quite
and they're quite young as well.
They're babies, and you don't need to inflict that kind of like. You don't need to put anything in their head saying that you need to be you need to be any way to be deemed as like beautiful. And one tweet I saw that was a bit backwards that was saying like, oh, it's not an issue because everyone's been made to be quote unquote darker, when normally the case people are edited lighter, and it's like, it's still wrong.
It's a problem because that's not their complexion.
They don't look like that.
What are you consuming, beloved? What are you taking? Okay,
it doesn't make any sense, because they were like, yeah, no, what's the issue? I was like, is that you shouldn't be editing anyone's complexion. Period.
Yeah, but that's our thoughts on them. We still love Flo. We're rooting for them. Next up, Drake and 21 Savage. They dropped their album Her Loss.
But whose loss was it?
And I didn't get to listen to the album because when I logged on to Twitter that morning, I was seeing that our good brother Drake went to go and comfort our girl Megan. I love Megan Thee Stallion too much. Don't do that to my girl. So I'm gonna quote what he said. Well, so one line is clear, the other line people are saying is alleged. But okay, so the song's called Circo Loco. I was saying it right. It said, this B word lie about getting shot, but she's still a stallion. Shorty says she graduated. So that's the first line that everyone noticed, but people are saying that the other line, Shorty says she graduated, she ain't learned enough. Play her album track 1, K, I heard enough. What were your thoughts when you heard the situation?
First of all, it put me off hearing the whole thing completely.
Same.
Because I saw that and I was like, why are you being a messy bitch? Like, do you know what it is? It's like, okay, cool. People are saying it might not be about her, but they put two things in there. You said the word Stallion and you mentioned graduation, and she recently graduated from college, right? Yeah. So it was like, who involved you? Like, who actually said we need Drake's opinion on this? We don't need anyone's opinion on this. It was
so unprovoked.
It was so unprovoked, and it was like, did you run out of context? Were the bars running dry?
Yeah.
But like, I just thought to myself, that is so lame, and there was absolutely no need. And it was like, someone of your caliber should not be involving yourself in anything like this, and has nothing to do with you. And the worst part is, you're siding with Tory Lanez. That makes you a loser.
Listen,
that makes you a loser. But what made me laugh was that because obviously I don't care for the project now, because I'm like, that is so
same here.
Lame to joke about something like that has nothing to do with you over a leprechaun. Okay, cool. That's you know you pick your battles. That's the one. This is one you picked, and you're gone and triggered somebody unprovoked. And it's like, it's so lame seeing how all these men like dick ride for each other.
Yeah,
even when a case of like something to do with violence, you're still choosing to dick ride. That's crazy to me, because it's like, what leg do you have to stand on? Why go on for your morals, in it? Like, it's so beyond lame, and he's honestly a loser for that. And in a time where we didn't even need Drake music, you've given us this.
I feel like we're being terrorized at this point.
We are.
It's too much.
It's enough. And not only you've done that, you've already terrorized us more music. I actually do love Drake music, which is why it made me sad. So it was like, you've gone and you've harassed us with this. It was on shame. But what I will say is TikToks of people going 21.
Yes. I saw that one.
That's the only thing I've seen about
You know what? You made a point about you loving Drake, and I feel like same with me as well. I feel like I've always liked him, but I think in recent months, I would even say, I was really like learning to appreciate his artistry, because I feel like he's done a lot. Like, he's had different sounds over the years. So I was just like begin to love him, respect him. And he goes and does stuff like this.
And then you do this.
He goes to do something like this. I'm like, why? Like, she didn't need that. I feel like people are saying, oh, that's how rappers always were. But I feel like with rap, it's always been something where maybe it's provoked. This is not provoked. This is not provoked.
This is just bitchy.
It's very bitchy. It's not manly of you, sir. It ain't, honestly. And I feel like if she was to clap back now, she'd be the bad guy.
She's
but
a bad
I
guy
feel
for
like
even defending herself.
I'm in a point where I don't want her to be a nice girl anymore. I want her to go for every single person that's come from.
Twitter is so
it's
rude.
ridiculous.
Twitter is hilarious because they were like, Meg, don't worry. They said some things that I won't say, but they were like, Drake's done this.
Yes,
don't worry. I got you with the comeback.
Yes. Yeah, I saw that. It's just so unnecessary, and like you said, it turned me off. I'm not gonna listen to their project. Like, bless me on Savage. I don't even know. I don't think he's even in like that. But unfortunately, I can't support it. And funny enough, breaking news: Siam, Megan Thee Stallion will receive writing credits on Drake 21 Savage project because I think he used her flow on the song Rich Flex.
Wow.
So I said,
would you look at that when you do clownery?
The crown comes back to bite. Was it her loss? Was it her gain, honey? Because what's going on?
It's her game. In fact, it's almost like he set himself calling it her loss because who lost now?
Yeah.
Honestly, who lost besides you?
It's very disappointing, but it is.
And even like
what
like,
it is.
sorry to go on a tangent, but even the whole concept of like her loss, like, come on, Aubrey, let's come up with something new.
Yeah.
You cannot be the heartbroken bachelor anymore.
Yeah.
We need.
You know
something
what?
else.
Somebody said that. I feel like we're at a certain age, and I'm like, we need more. We need more.
And it's
from
almost
you.
like I don't know if the well's drying, but like maybe there isn't more, but it's enough. Or if you're gonna give us the same thing in different fonts here, space it out.
Same in different fonts. that was
space it out.
Yeah,
like,
I agree with you on that.
Don't give us something every 6 months if it's just gonna be about how you're broken.
And I feel like, are we getting something new? Are we getting something that's going to last long? I feel like we're at a point where his project are getting forgettable. Like even CLB, Certified Lover Boy, it took me a while to actually love it. I feel like all the artists are rushed. Like for example, Chris Brown, Under Influence is now a 3-year-old song that is just getting his flowers because he didn't push it at the time. But you now release another album between that time that it's not even getting love because everyone's now catching up. Like
it's enough.
Stop it.
Just
stop
relax. Just relax. Like it's enough. And then to do that and give us something like this, like it wasn't even groundbreaking music. Like,
it's just sad. It's sad. But I love me some 21 Savage though, because that one just minds his business. Just be singing his R&B songs and getting his life. You know, I think Drake can take a picture from his book.
I'm gonna leave the TikTok that I've seen yet.
Social media is going to make anything funny.
Yeah,
you know, like
if
literally.
Drake, I don't know if he's on TikTok, but if he is,
oh god, yeah. And I can't lie, I do love how people have come to defend Megan on social media because it's too much. Like I've seen people. People say this. Tell me when. I'm like, okay.
It's true because at the end of the day, you're just seeing a woman get attacked
unprovoked. She minds her business.
That's the thing.
Has had to go through something very unfortunate.
And it's like, even if Drake was to come out and apologize now or retract, they'll be like, that's not the point. Why did you involve yourself
in the first place? Yeah,
like, nobody asked.
Yeah, I agree.
It's very lame. Very lame. But it's almost like it's almost reminiscent of like how, because you know how he's like quite up there in terms of like rap, and he's like almost like some makes it him rap royalty. But it's the same way like how you know how Nicki's getting herself in stuff unprovoked. It's like the Young Money, wagwan.
Yeah.
Are we getting worried about age? Is it because we're pushing 40?
Yeah.
Why are we trying to be messy on the timeline? You guys are above this.
Yeah. All our faves are letting me just feel so shy. I'm feeling so shy for my faves. Like it's too much. But that's our thoughts on Drizzy Drake and his non-entity. So Ashanti did an interview with Angie Martinez, which I really liked. You know what? I don't think I was really a fan of her style of interviewing. I talked about Angie, by the way, back in the day. But for right now, yeah,
coming to her own,
she's created a lane for herself. She's got a podcast. I think it's called In Real Life. I believe it's called IRL. I think, yeah. So gave it a watch because the teaser was very juicy. Chair. When she's talking about her situation with Gotti. I'm gonna say proper like African English way. Gotti. So Gotti, you know, so background context. I think there's been rumors over the years about her having a relationship with him whilst he was married, all that kind of stuff. So it kind of addresses it. My thing with the interview though was the fact that I feel like she still felt the need to hold back. I get it because media trained, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. But we still got to know more. I feel like what we got from him is that he's quite toxic. I feel like he's one of those people in the industry that abuse their power as a man, if that makes sense. Like, he didn't want her to work with other people. I think he didn't want her to move on, even though he was married, basically, essentially. When she was with Nelly, for example, that was a very iconic time, whatever. Yeah, he was against her being Nelly, trying to send threats to him. Like, they're threats.
It's scary because it was like, you're married. But it's because these people have power.
Yeah, but I think from her perspective, he said that he was separated. I think they're still married to this day. So how does this work?
Yeah,
you know?
Up here
but I love me some Ashanti. Like, I'm happy that she got to use that platform to just express how she feels, because please, it's been many years of rumors, and she said, listen, that was a relationship, it was just a situationship at most, if that makes sense. So yeah, I love some Ashanti. I love what she's done. Her new song, I don't really like it. What's your favorite Ashanti song? What's your favorite song?
A good question. It has to be I just wanna love you, baby. That one.
Come on, rock me, oh baby. I'm trying to find the song that I love. Oh, I love Only You. That's my song. That's my song. That electric guitar. I'm trying to find her album. There's an album that she did called Braveheart, I believe. Called Braveheart. Hold on. Is it called Braveheart?
I mean, at least we know Ashanti. She's served.
Yeah, absolutely.
In many ways. You know,
it's called Braveheart. Yeah.
Without her, there'd be no J-Lo.
Listen, all the hits, honey. All the hits. My favorite songs are actually on the Braveheart album. That's from 2014. I love Counts, Early in the Morning, French Montana. I also love Scars and Don't Tell Me No. Those are amazing songs from her. I love Foolish.
I love Foolish.
Amazing. Happy as well. Oh, God. I think even the story behind, like, he was taking credit for stuff that she wrote, saying like, he was not even in the room. I feel like the industry is just very phony. I feel like if we know what's going on behind the scenes in this industry, we're going to run away. Honestly, like, it's very scary. But sending a lot to Ashanti always. She is an icon, doing amazing things. The last topic, Kwame. Was he an artist before Married at First Sight?
Even if he is, I don't want to know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So Kwame is best known for being on Marriage at First Sight UK. So that's a show where you're paired up with a partner and you're going to marry them.
Do you think they get married legally? Because
I don't think. Well, that would be so. You're wasting marital certificates.
Do you know what it is? There's no way that, because, like, you know how they do each for people that don't watch it.
Yeah.
They have this thing called a commitment ceremony.
Yes.
And they decide whether they want to stay or leave. And in my head, I was like, but if you're married legally,
that don't be an annulment.
It's not. I don't think that counts. I don't know if it counts, but it's also like it's not that easy to divorce.
Yeah.
So part of me thinks that they just do the marriage and they say I do, but they don't go to City Hall. So they don't do the legal part, which I understand because
please, because marriage is a very serious thing, you know. But yeah,
serious.
he released a song. He felt need to release a song, and I didn't want to watch initially because I saw the lyrics being tweeted, and I was like, I don't want to watch this.
Yeah, it sounds.
But for the sake of the podcast, I did, and I think that the standout bars were, oh Jesus, I'm even traumatized when I enter.
Trigger warning.
Yeah, trigger warning, guys.
Cringe
when I enter. Schlong, I don't know the word here, but the D word, long like placenta. Who thinks of that?
At your age,
uncle,
Uncle Kwame.
And he says, hold this long piece in your dentures. How?
Placenta and dentures. What's going on here?
I'm really traumatized.
Placenta and dentures. No, and
it sounds like a threat.
It's a music video too. Seeing him trying to like.
Was it not? I love that restaurant as well. Is it not in North London? I went for my birthday. I forgot what it's called though. Anyway, it's a restaurant that I know.
I don't get wine and dine.
Is it number 5? Is it
the one on Tottenham Hill?
Yeah,
not Tottenham Hill, but
it's one of the areas. One north. Yeah.
Let me not do that to myself. No, I think so. But even then, I couldn't get through the whole thing.
No,
it was when he was like trying to be sensual, sexy.
I wanted to vomit.
I was like, Kwame, you're the same brother that took a babe to the park bench. Do you think we find anything you do tantalizing in any way? Anyway, you took a babe to the park bench. We will never forget.
I was very shy watching that.
It was just, it felt wrong.
Shout out to Kezia, I love her.
Love you, Keisha. I don't know how you.
Is it Keisha or Kezia?
It's Keisha.
Oh God. Shout out to
Keisha. I don't know how she put up with him for all them weeks. I would have bounced on week 1, but you know, some people are stronger than others. But no, that whole thing creeped me out. I was like, we don't need music.
We don't deserve that.
You know something? We got to gatekeep the studios.
This is the problem, though. I feel like podcast studios and music studios, they're not raising the price enough. Close the borders, raise the prices,
gatekeep that shit.
Lock the mics away.
There's no point because you can make a home. You can make a home studio if you want to.
But I feel like because of the clout that he has from the show, would have seen it regardless. If it was studio homemade. Oh, I was so shy. I was like, so unnecessary. And I don't think I believe what he's saying. Like, if I could believe it, I would be like, okay, but no, I don't believe it.
Park bench, I will always remember. I don't believe a word you're saying. What do you know about treating somebody nice and doing XYZ? You took her to the park bench.
I'm so shy. I feel like I'm a Ghanaian, so I can say no one can beat me out. But I feel like a lot of Ghanaian men are very image. They're very image gang. Like, but are you really about what you're talking about? We gotta wrap it up, guys. We're running over time. But thank you, my love, for your time.
Thank you
for
so
You're gonna come back again. By the way, gonna come back soon.
Anytime. Honestly, I'm so serious. I don't like leaving my house anymore. So
So I thank you for coming. I'm the same way as well.
Yeah, like anytime, shout me. I love talking about pop culture.
Yeah. For the last time, where can people find you?
If you want to, again, I don't know why you would, but if you want to, you can find me at Raymantics on Instagram.
Cool. And it's been your boy Manny, which is the hashtag TCM show for the podcast.
Please.
TC Money HQ. I know that's right. My personals, THECLASSICMAN on Twitter, THECLASSICMANNY on TikTok and Instagram. But as I always end the podcast, don't forget to always do you and be unapologetic. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Clean old fashioned man. Yeah, baby, I'm a classic man.